Hey everybody, welcome back. Because in this video I talk about the nitty gritty that is the bottom of the barrel budget friendly rolling stock. And the two head compares I could find that had the most of it was Walthers in their Trainline series and Bachmann's Silver series. So long story short, I couldn't find any real comparison videos between Walthers and Bachmann and Atherin and all these other stuff. There are a bunch there where they talk about their budget line to the next line and the next line, etc. But actually going like head to head between who's got the better bang for your buck for brand new stuff, not a whole lot of that. So I mean, Walther's $15 line for the most part. Bachmann, they start at $20 for the most part. Bachmann, yes, have some $15 rolling stock, but not a whole lot. Whereas Walther's, yes, has $20 rolling stock, but not a whole lot of that either in the budget friendly range. So before I get over to the other camera, for those interested, there is the number and information for the CP box cover by Walthers. And now to begin.
Okay, so I haven't gotten that new bolt from my tripod yet, which I made mention in that little brief news update. It needs to get fixed. And I'm going to try and open this guy with one hand. And yes, this is my 6x4 super budget-friendly wargaming portable board that I filmed a couple of years ago. Was it 2 years ago? Maybe it was 3. At any rate, let's get a nice sturdy box. Try and get this open. Okay, there we go. So, see, we got a plastic sleeve that holds us all in. Oh, dang. Give me a sec here, folks. Alright, so I got that bit open. Let's just get pulled out some more. There we go. Nothing fancy. Nothing else in the box. I do feel kind of bad, though. I probably should find a Bachmann one to order and then do a comparison on their boxing, because this one came with a digital commander set, but it's still marked as a silver series on their website for the exact same livery and everything else in the other stores. And yes, I brought the super budget-friendly one for comparison to this one, because plastic wheels versus silver series with the metal wheels, but everything else is the same. But back to the Walthers. Let's get this guy out. Ooh, that is nice. You know what? Let's get these two side by side here. Or try to anyway. You know, if I didn't know any better, I swear they came from the same plant. Because let's see here, we have all these exact same, besides the paint color, exact same molded detailing. I swear that's the exact same molded detailing. On the roof lines, we have those separately fitted walkboards. Separately fitted walkboards? No, we don't. Those ones are actually molded in, sorry. I look at the camera while trying to see if there's any slits in them. And turn them to the side. Of course, we have our separately applied brake wheels. Now, what kind of couplings does the Walther ones have? Let's get these in some better lighting. Give me a sec. Okay, I'm on the other side where the sunlight's coming in better. If I didn't know any better, I would say they were a plastic coupling too. They feel plastic, but they could be painted brown. Oh my goodness, I got black flashing on the side of this step there. I think it's black flashing. Anywho, could be a wing from something. But yeah, it looks like we have plastic couplings on this guy. I just realized something too, that Walther starter sets in DC for $60 use plastic Bachmann tracks. So I kind of wonder if they're using Bachmann easy make couplings, because they look identical. They literally do. Let's click the underside next. So as we see in the Bachmann one, we have basic detailing, air cylinders, and a serial builder's number there. On the Walthers one, we have Again, basic detailing. The air cylinders there. We got these nice metal wheels, much like the Bachmann ones. So really between the two, the undercarriages are different. However, Bachmann's trucks got a flat head, where we have a recessed one on the, a flathead screw versus a recessed dome screw on the Walthers ones. Another thing to point out that the Walthers wheels are slightly brighter, not darkened, that I can see. They're almost identical. Maybe they are. No, these ones look a little brighter. Now, before I set this up on the track, just take note the Walthers 50-foot plug door box car is actually lighter than the Bachmann 50-foot plug door box car. And this one here that came with Overland is about the same exact weight as this one. Interesting. So they're pretty much identical in terms of molded detail, just this ramp's all molded in. And let's see how far she rolls though. Okay, so we get to that first little lip that got weighted down. Now the Bachmann one. So that weight helps it from rolling freely, apparently. Well, there's not much left to compare. Put the caboose on the back, and we'll have this lovely 260 take it away and see how it all handles. Seriously, I want to see if something like derails or comes off the track.
So I'm sitting here a bit stumped. And because they're both boxcars, they're both very identical in terms of detailing. And in the end, it comes down to personal preference. Do you want to spend the $5 more and get that separately applied upper roof walkway? Or save $5 and get the one that's molded in? And even though it's molded in, you can get a fine detail brush, some black paint, and just go in there and just add in that definition where that molded in plank meets the top of the roof. Not where it meets the top of those struts going like this every so many spaces across, but in between them and at that bottom edge there. Just, doesn't have to be super thick, just enough to make the difference, right? And the other factor, I guess, would be the weight. Is Bachmann's rolling stock weighted to scale, or is the Walthers one weighted to scale? I spent a few minutes trying to find information on both about that, and I can't. But from past experiences, I will say this, though. If you are using a long train, you will want to have your box cars and ore cars and hopper cars and gondolas weighted appropriately. Because if you don't, when you get over 20 pieces of rolling stock long, you're going to run some sharper turns, even though the train and rolling stock can handle it, that lighter one could cause problems and get pulled off and derailed by the heavier ones in front or the back or wherever, right? So that's another thing. But honestly, when I'm not on eBay and I need to find something specifically and it's only available brand new, I'll hit Walthers up first. Second one will be the Bachmann stuff. From there, Atherin, etc., blah, 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 blah. But even better, if I can find some new piece of rolling stock in a build-it-yourself kit, twice the fun. But I haven't seen a lot of those lately unless you hit up eBay. So thanks for watching, everybody. And again, between these two boxcars, it's going to come down to personal preference. Really. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be saving myself the $5 extra and go with Walthers rolling stock when it comes down to it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. I'm going to get some lunch on and warm myself up.